Hi all, welcome to Learn IT. In the previous videos, we have learned about AWS API Gateway and AWS Lambda function. In this video, we will talk about open source serverless framework using which we can easily create serverless applications for any cloud provider like AWS, GCP, Microsoft Azure. In order to set up the serverless development environment on your machine, you just have to install the npm package which is provided by serverless team. So you just have to install serverless node package manager on your machine, and you can use all the commands provided by serverless to create serverless applications. So you just have to install serverless globally on your machine, and you can start using all the serverless commands. Like you can use serverless create, and you can provide a template here, and you can create a service easily. So let's go to serverless documentation, and under documentation you can see we have a provider CLI references, and under provider CLI references we can see there are different options like AWS, Azure, Tencent, Google. These are all different cloud providers, and we want to learn how to use serverless framework for AWS. So we can just go to AWS, and inside AWS we can go to the command line interface reference, and the very first command here you can see is config credentials. Once you have installed npm serverless package on your machine, you can use this AWS config credentials command, and you can configure AWS credentials to your machine. You have to provide your key and secret key in this command. And once you are done with configuring credentials with serverless, you can use create command to create services. If you look at the command is very simple, serverless create, and in the template you can pass the template of your choice. So as per your requirement, you can choose different templates available using which it will generate service. So if we go below and look at the available templates, you can see we can use AWS Node.js, AWS TypeScript, AWS Python. So these are all the different languages using which you can create AWS Lambda functions, and for all of those languages you can use this template values to create a service using serverless framework. So let's copy this command and create our first serverless application. So I am using AWS Node.js as my template, and under path I am creating a new folder. So let's name it Learn IT and hit this command. Let's wait for some seconds. Now you can see it has created a new folder inside this directory, and inside this new folder, inside this new path, it has created a new application. So if we go to serverless YAML, we can see what it has created. So for service, it has named Learn IT that we have provided in the path, and there is framework version of serverless framework. And under provider, you can see provider name is AWS and runtime is Node.js 12. And inside functions, you can see it has created a hello function, and it has bound this hello function with this handler.hello code. So inside this handler.js, you can see it has created a dummy code which is just returning the complete event object. If we are integrating Lambda functions as a API gateway proxy integration, you can use this kind of return response objects, or if it is just HTTP API, you can also use this kind of response objects. If you want to provide any other functions, you just have to add under the functions tab. So currently we have only one function, that is hello function, and similarly you can add new functions here, and you can add new functions logic here, like this is hello handler. Similarly you can create new functions and add logic for those new functions, and you can add entries of those functions under the functions tab of serverless.yaml. So you can see currently events for this function is commented, and we want to add API gateway as an event, triggering event for this Lambda function. Now let's go to documentation again and check for the events. So if you see here, you can see AWS events, and inside events we have multiple options for this Lambda functions. So we can go for API gateway now. Now let's look at the example. How can we configure event as an API gateway for this Lambda function? So you can see here, inside the events we can add HTTP, and inside path we can provide any path. This is hello function, and we just want to provide the path as hello. And under method you can provide get, put, post, all HTTP methods you can provide. And if you want to support cross origin resource sharing, you can also use it here like this. Now let's create an HTTP event and try to deploy this Lambda function. So you can see I am providing events as HTTP and path as hello and method as get. Now this will create an API and add a new resource with path hello and HTTP method as get. Now let's uncomment this part. Now let's package this Lambda function using serverless package command. So you can see I am applying serverless package command now. Okay, so I am out of the serverless directory, that's why it was failed. Now let's move into the project directory first, and now we can execute the same command. So you can see it has completed the serverless packaging, and inside the .serverless you can go and check it has created a deployment package for your function, and inside this package your Lambda function code is there. Also it has generated a new template using CloudFormation, and whenever we will say serverless deploy, it will use this CloudFormation template and create our Lambda function and API gateway. So now let's deploy this function using serverless deploy command. So it will take some time. So you can see it is creating a new stack. This is CloudFormation stack, and using this CloudFormation stack it will create API gateway and Lambda function. It is in progress. So you can see it is uploading CloudFormation file to S3, uploading artifacts to S3 first, and then deploying. Now let's go to AWS console and try to see what is happening on the AWS CloudFormation. Now let's go to AWS CloudFormation service. And if you see, it has just created a new stack, that is Learn IT Dev. And inside this stack, if we go and check the resources, you can see it has created a new API gateway, that is hello get resource. And it has also created hello Lambda function. Now let's go to console again So you can see here it has created the complete stack, it has deployed our Lambda function, it has created API gateway also, and it has provided us the link of the API gateway using which we can directly hit our Lambda function. So let's hit and check whether it is working or not. So you can see this response is coming from AWS Lambda function, and this is the API gateway endpoint. And now let's go to AWS API gateway and check this API. So you can see it has created a new API, that is DevLearn-IT. And inside this API you can see a new resource, hello, and a new HTTP method get, which is associated with this hello resource. And in the backend it has integrated as a Lambda proxy, and it is targeting a new function, that is learn it dev hello. So we can visit this Lambda function as well. This is the Lambda function that it has created, and it has also integrated this Lambda function with newly created API gateway, and it has created a new resource with hello mapping, because we have provided hello mapping to our Lambda function here as a path, and method as a get, and trigger as an HTTP. And we have got response from AWS Lambda function. Now let's go to the Visual Studio Code again and try to update this response. So you can add any logic here. I am not considering any business logic so far. I just want to update the response, and I have removed the event information that we were returning earlier, and I am also updating the message go serverless learn IT go serverless, and it is auto save. Now let's package it again and deploy it again and validate the changes. You can see packaging is done. Now let me deploy it again. Serverless deploy. You can see this time it is updating the stack, not creating the stack, because the CloudFormation stack was already there and we just updated our business logic into the Lambda function. So it is updating the stack this time. It is still in progress. Let's wait for some time. And yeah, the stack update is finished, and it has updated our Lambda function as well. Now let's go to service. Now let's hit the service again and try to validate the response. So you can see this time it has returned learn IT go serverless, which is our latest response, which is our updated Lambda function logic. So guys, this was about serverless open source framework and how to use it to create Lambda functions and microservices using AWS Lambda functions and API gateway. Thank you for watching this video. In the next video, we will learn about AWS DynamoDB and AWS relational databases. Please subscribe the channel if you are new to channel, and join me in the next videos.